Hey guys, welcome back to my channel here. This is Penguin Tech. So as I've promised previously, I'm going to review this PS5, Sony PS5 Pulse Elite headset. This is a wireless Bluetooth headset I have, and I think I've been using for like a month or so. And I'll give you my thoughts on this headset. So first of all, this is when you buy it new, it's around 100. Is it 150 USD, but it's about 700 ringgit here. So it's pretty expensive, and based on the reviews I've seen online, many people are complaining about its bad build quality. So as you can see here, something just came off a bit here, so not sure if I can just clip it back, but yeah, that doesn't look good, honestly. And then but I do like this band, so this band feels very good, and it's very comfortable. This really helps supports when you wear on your head. And if you look at it from this side, you'll see that something on the left here pops up more than the right. So that's because you have this mic here. So you got this retractable mic here. You can pull this out. It's not very long, and then you can angle it a bit. And if you don't use it, there is a red LED that indicates that you are mute. But I think if you tap it, then it will change color to let you know that it's on. And so you don't have to check your PC. You just have to try and look at it here. You can see it, and you know that you're not mute or mute. Next thing is the ear cups. So these are not foldable, but it does wiggle a little bit. And then I do feel that mine wiggles more on the right unit, so that's something I just noticed as well. So the good thing about it wiggling around is that depending on your head shape or your ear shape, or the place or the area around your ear, you should be able to cover it completely. So that's the flexibility. But the downside is, yeah, to me, I mean, I had Steel series Artist 7 and Artist 3, and yeah, one of the first part that broke off is really this part. So the fact that one side is a little bit more loose than the other side actually worries me a little bit. And this is the ear pads. They are very, very comfortable. One of the best I've used. But I wish it's a bit deeper, to be honest. But yeah, it does cover the noise very well. Isolates quite good. I won't say it's the best. It's just quite good. And then yeah, really comfortable, but I wish it's a bit thicker. But the other thing that worries me is I don't know if you can change the ear pads yourself, because at least to me, I don't see any aftermarkets on the internet. So I wonder, this feels like a leather texture. So once it peels off, which will inevitably happen, inevitability, you know what I mean, happen. Yeah, so I'm really worried about the longevity of this headset. The other thing I wanted to say is it looks a bit more round than it looks. So if you have a tall ear, you can feel on the top of the ear cup. So I actually prefer it to be a bit longer rather than rounder, because I do feel it touching the top and the bottom of my ear when I wear it. So it's not that comfortable to me. The width is fine by me, but the height, I think it could use some work. And then, so this is well known for using, what do you call it, planar magnetic. But to me, they sound okay, they sound good, but it doesn't impress me whatsoever when I first tried out. So, you know, I'm not an audiophile, but I've used Artist3, I've used some earbuds by Sony, and they sound okay. They are quite clear, but not that punchy, and the bass is definitely not heavy, although you can control the equalizer in your PS5. But for me, they just sound okay. Not too impressed by it, but if you spend 700 ringgit here or 150 USD, I think you can get a better sound quality headset. Yeah, but that's my opinion. And then and this is not travel friendly, obviously, because the ear cups are not foldable. I mean, PS5 itself isn't exactly portable. Maybe that's why their design choice is so. But yeah, there's a lot of lightings actually on this headset. All those small LEDs indicators like the power. When you are connected, it gives off the green color here. You don't see it now. But yeah, so I think it's quite weird if you wear it on the streets. But that's just my opinion. And then you got this charger thing on top of it here. So it's actually the same as your DualSense controller. And in the box, it does come with this hanger and charger. So you can, it gives you something like a plastic for you to put it on the wall, but it doesn't give you the screw. So yeah, and then the wire comes off on the bottom here. So let's say if you put it here, you'll see the wires running from the bottom, which I thought is a weird design choice, but I also can't tell where else can they put it. But yeah, for me, you'll need it to be quite hidden so that you can hide the wire. So as I mentioned, this is the hanger that comes with the PS5 Pulse Elite, Sony Pulse Elite. But I just wanted to let you know that it does actually fit your PS5 also, your DualSense controller, as you can see. So either side will do, I guess. But yeah, just something fun to know. But your hanger has to be strong enough to be able to hold your DualSense controller. But yeah, I digress. Anyways, this headset only comes in one color, which is the white band, stuff like that. Everything else is more or less black. And you've got this label here, L, left, and right here. So the one side that's longer is on your left. That's with the mic. So let me bring you over what connections you have. So you got your power button here, right here. Then you got your 3.5mm jack. Then you got your USB Type-C for charging. And then volume up, volume down. Very soft clicking. I wish for it to be a little bit more firm or something like that. Yeah. And then another button here is, as I mentioned, on the mic here, where you can mute and unmute. So for battery life, I heard it's 40 hours, but to me, I could only use this headset for like up to 3 or 5 hours. That's, to me, I've tried quite a few headsets, but all of the headsets I wore, for me, only last for like 3 or 4 hours. Not because of battery life, but because of comfortability. I can only wear them for like 3 to 5 hours. But yeah, this is quite a bit heavy, but it does feel comfortable. I think it's around this size, 250 or 280. I can't remember. But yeah, this is one of the most comfortable headset I wore. Yeah, you can also connect via Bluetooth and Sony's proprietary lossless audio. Now, I want to talk about the Bluetooth first. The Bluetooth performance on this headset in my opinion, is pretty bad, to be honest, because I have a lot of Bluetooth connections on my desktop, and in my experience, quite a few of my accessories have had uh, Bluetooth connection drop off suddenly also, but then they came back quite soon. But yeah, so basically, I think there's some sort of disturbance or connectivity issues around my area here. But the one that performs the worst is actually this headset. It's worse than my keyboard, it's worse than my mouse, worse than my earbuds. Um, Practically any accessories I have, it has the worst Bluetooth connection. So on the PC side, I always have to plug off this lossless audio from my PS5 if I want to use it on my desktop. Plug it here and then start using it. So if you want to use this, if you buy this headset, I would recommend not using its Bluetooth connection and just rely on this lossless audio. The lossless audio connectivity is very well, no disturbance at all. Even if I think in my setup here there's a lot of disturbance or some connectivity issues, but yeah, use the lossless audio. Although I have a comment is this headset is still coming with USB-A adapter, but given the release of PS5 where PS5 Slim, where you have two USB-C instead of one USB-A and one USB-C, I'm actually wondering if Sony should consider changing this to USB-C. Let me know your thoughts on this. But for now, if you own a PS5 Slim, you can only plug it to the back of your PS5. But connectivity-wise, no issue whatsoever. I'm playing it in my small living room, but the connectivity is awesome. Also, one small thing I wanted to mention is when you plug this in, right, you can feel it plugging on the back of the PS5 Slim, because for some reason there is a bit of a spring action here. If you can see, like right now I'm not pressing anything, but if you press it in, you can feel a click. I think that design is pretty awesome, to be honest, because when you plug it on the back, although you can't see, if you are able to get it into the USB slot, you can feel it's fully in, when you can feel the click. It's very subtle, like I don't know if you can hear it, but this design is awesome. And you can see this top panel and the bottom panel. Trying to focus here. Yeah, it actually slides down. There's a bit of a shape here, which is cool. Yeah. I don't know if this lights up. I think it does, but I can't remember. But yeah. But once you plug it in and you turn it on your PS5 on your and when you turn on your pulse light and on your PS5, it will just automatically connect and start using it on your headset, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And then in the box they also give you this USB-A to USB-C. This is for your hanger charger. So what do I think about this headset? First of all, for 700 ringgit, and when it's pretty new, I'm deeply concerned of the build quality, like what the online people has mentioned. As you can see, this thing kind of peeled off a little bit, but it doesn't look good in terms of longevity. Perhaps it's better to use other brands, but for now, but if you want it fully integrated for PS5, then yes, this is the best headset you'll get. The lossless audio is very awesome. Although one unique point that I forgot to mention is when you get out of a range, or if something of the wall is blocking it, it's just lost the connection completely. Like usually the music will keep playing, but then it will cut off a bit here and there. But for this, once it loses connection for a little bit, it will just cut off the audio completely. And once you're in range, it will just play back instantly. So that's one of the unique point of this lossless audio, I guess. But overall, for 700 ringgit or 150 USD dollar, for PS5, yeah, I think no doubt this is one of the best, only because it's better integrated. But if I want to use it for other purposes like on your desktop, then perhaps this is not a good option. So yeah, that's my honest opinion about this headset. If you have any thoughts or any comments, feel free to drop your comments down in the video below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.